Okay, so before we pull the plastic over our structure, we want to make sure that we have our eye bolts installed, and that's going to be part of our rope webbing system that's going to hold the roll-up side on the plastic into place. So after we get the plastic installed, we're going to have a rope hook that's located at the very end of the hip board here on this wire channel, and that's going to be our starting point for our rope. So we're going to tie that rope into that rope hook here, and then we're going to bring it down, and I'm going to come to the second ground post here, and I'm going to drill a hole right past, about 6 inches past this ground post here in the middle of the baseboard. Now that hole is going to be where I install the eye bolt. And so that way the rope is coming down at a diagonal. It's going to be looped through this eye bolt, and it's going to go back up to another rope hook located at the next ground post. And so for installing the eye bolts, I'm simply going to work my way down. I'm going to skip a ground post. This is where that rope hook is going to be installed. And I'm going to come past the next ground post just like I did down here. Come to the center of the hip board and drill another hole. And just simply do the same thing. Skip one just past the ground post here. And here I'm at the end. Our next tie-in point will be at the very end here on our rope hook. Okay, so we're installing our eye bolts here on the baseboard, and I showed you already the placement for the holes, so I just want to show you the actual installation process for the eye bolt. I'm using a 5/16 drill bit here, and that's the same drill bit that we've used to install the baseboards and the hip boards. It should be the only drill bit that you need for this project. And I'm just going to come and I'm going to find the middle of our baseboard here. Just going to run that bit through, and I'm using a 1/4 inch eye bolt, and so it's going to fit nicely in that 5/16 hole. That's got a little room to move. That's okay. We are going to use a washer. I'm going to go ahead and put that washer and slide it up to the eye of the eye bolt here, and I'm going to put the eye bolt through our hole here. I'm going to use another washer on the other side just to keep this bolt from digging into the wood. I'm going to use a 1/4 inch nut here that comes with the eye bolt, and I'm going to use our 7/16 driver head here and go ahead and tighten this down. I want to make sure that the eye bolt is sitting vertically to the ground, so we don't want it sitting like that because we're going to be running our rope hook here at our rope here from an angle, and so I want it sitting straight up and down at the ground here, and go ahead and tighten it down. Alright, so now that's one of our eye bolts installed.